Hello, my fellow Americans. Welcome to Liberty Prime, where we talk about politics and crap. I'm your host, Aaron, and when looking at National Socialism and why it wasn't socialist, the advocates of socialism often forget that the point they're making is correct. National Socialism isn't socialism. It's National Socialism. It's important to make the distinction. When we add an adjective to the word, in the English language, it changes the meaning of the word. Or in the case of National Socialism, where the two words do not seem to go together, we create a new term that takes the sum of the properties of both terms. This is how you can arrive at ideas such as democratic socialism, which takes the properties of both words/ideas. Now, applying this to National Socialism, we get a form of socialism in which the government takes control of the economy, has a final say in who gets what is produced, and how much of what is produced. But in addition to that, the government is also nationalistic. After all, if they get to say who gets what, they can apply their nationalism in those procedures. And they can exclude any group of people that they do not consider to be part of the national identity. Hitler was actually quite socialist, but he only wanted to help the German people, not the Jew, nor the black, nor anyone who is not considered ethnically German. In essence, it's socialism, but only for the ethnically German. You can say this isn't really socialism, but remember that it's National Socialism, not your garden variety socialism. And I mean, at least in all socialist societies, at some point, they excluded a group of people. Usually not necessarily on the basis of nationalism, but they did it. Look at the Holodomor, for instance, among others. However, National Socialism, it focused more on their national aspect rather than their socialism aspect, with its racism and anti-Semitism, which was based off of their nationalism. In short, if you consider it socialism, and the answer is yes, obviously yes. In the same way that a banana is a berry. Go look that up. A banana is a berry. But we don't consider it a berry. Literally no one calls it a berry, but it is technically a berry. And before I end, I would like to note that Nazi Germany, actually, they were quite socialist. While yes, there were shop owners, they were being told by the government what to produce, how much to produce, and who to give it to, etc., etc. Standard socialist stuff. Basically, the person who had the ultimate say in the economy was the government, not the shopkeepers. That is actually little known by most people. And it was socialism, which was nationalized, of course. Peace, my fellow Americans.